Hello everyone, my name is Sarah McIntosh and I'll be talking about the Pentagon and the Roberto Garza Sada Center at the University of Monterey. The Pentagon building is the headquarters for the Department of Defense, located in Arlington County, Virginia, and it's one of the world's largest office buildings. It was built by the architect George Bergstrom with a total area of 6.5 million square feet. The construction for this project began on September 11, 1941, and was designed as a five-sided shape due to the existing road surrounding the site. Each of these five sides are 921 feet long, with a total building height of 77 feet tall. The building was to be no taller than 5 stories because they didn't want to block the view of the river, so they decided on designing 5 stories above ground and 2 stories below ground. During this time, President Franklin D. Roosevelt also initially wanted the building without windows to protect from air raids, but the engineers working on the project persuaded him otherwise. Since they wanted to use minimal amounts of steel because of the shortage during World War II, they used concrete drain pipes rather than metal, and they eliminated bronze doors and copper ornaments. They also created concrete ramps instead of elevators. And it's also said that it takes less than 10 minutes to walk from any 2 points in the building. The entire structure is built out of reinforced concrete. They use 680,000 tons of sand from the Potomac River, and they also use a small amount of steel. The exterior facade is also made from Indiana limestone. This project took a total of 16 months to construct, but a normal project this size would have taken 4 years. From 1998 to 2011, the Pentagon was renovated and reconstructed so that it was up to modern standards. They improved security and efficiency while also removing asbestos and sealing office windows. Since they originally used cross ventilation from open bowl windows, they now use air conditioning units. Some things that I find interesting is that since this was constructed during legally mandated racial segregation, they have twice the number of toilet facilities that are separated by race and gender. But this was removed after Roosevelt visited the facility before it was finished. Moving on to the Roberto Garza Sada Center. This concrete structure was built by a Japanese architect named Tadao Ando, and it's located in Monterey, Mexico at the University of Monterey. They began construction in 2009. This is a 6-story building with 6 double height levels. The main support structure for this building is based on 4 frames in the long direction, spaced 9 meters apart from one another. This creates a total area of 140,000 square feet. You can very much compare this building with the Pentagon and notice that they try to use minimal amounts of windows. This concrete building also used more than 16,000 cubic meters of Cemex cast-in-place concrete and 800 tons of steel. The company Cemex was involved in the design analysis, the structural management, and the testing for resistance. They also tested for color and specific texture. Cemex performed mold and cast tests so that the concrete color was uniform with each pouring, and they used aggregates that came from the same section for uniformity. Since they had such warm and dry weather, it forced them to actually use ice instead of water to maintain the concrete's temperature at 32 degrees Celsius. The architect Tadao wanted the concrete to be both structural and architectural, so they used a composite action where the structural steel and concrete worked at the same time. Tadao also wanted to make a harmonious structure with its mountainous surroundings, and have the underside of the building create an appearance of a twisted structure. But unlike the Pentagon, this building took a little bit longer, at around 34 months, to complete.